Let's now talk about the British prince, the crying British prince. Obviously, I'm talking about Harry, the prince plus war hero plus fighter of racism plus someone who can communicate with the deceased. Just for the records, I am not mocking Harry. The question I want to ask tonight is very simple. What did Prince Harry even achieve by making a mockery of himself? He washed his dirty mess in public, cried about his royal issue, about being a spare, having a full sponsored life without much to do. He made a big deal about a fight with his elder brother, told the world about how he did not want his father, the British king, to marry Camilla, the queen consort. He called Camilla names, called the Taliban chess pieces. Basically, Harry commissioned a 416-page long complaint and promoted it as the most tell-all memoir of a British royal family member. What for? What did he gain by doing this? Did he want sympathy? Because he is getting none. In fact, Harry's popularity among the British public has fallen to its lowest ever level. YouGov carried out a poll following the release of Spare, and let me tell you what the survey has found. 68% of the British public is critical of Prince Harry. Critical, not sympathetic. Only 24% have a positive view of Harry. In fact, Harry and Meghan are now so disliked by the older Britons that their ratings are worse than the Duke of York's. And who is that? Remember Prince Andrew? Unlike Harry, who chose to take a step back from his royal duties, Andrew here was forced to do that. And most of you will remember why. I'm referring to Andrew's bromance with sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Andrew was allegedly involved with women who were trafficked by Epstein. Queen Elizabeth II was forced to strip Andrew of his titles, his honorary military affiliations, even his royal charitable patronages. And today, Andrew happens to be more popular among the older Britons as compared to Harry and Meghan. And what does that tell you? That if the book was a PR stunt, then it failed miserably. If the book was a stunt to seek sympathy, then it failed on that front as well. So where is the gain? Did the book bring Harry closer to his family? While promoting the book, Harry told those interviewing him that, "I love my brother, I love my family, I love my father." He spoke about wanting to reconcile. But his book tells no such story of love or even respect. In one page, he's mocking William for being bolder than him. Who does that, really? Behind closed doors, maybe, but in a book, it's distasteful. Just like the Nazi costume that Harry once wore to a party, which also, he now says, was William and Kate's idea. And then you have pages of slander on Camilla. What Harry has essentially done is tarnished the throne that his father was preparing to formally ascend to, and his brother is destined to sit on. This pair has spared no words to make life difficult for the heirs. In Harry's book, his brother and sister-in-law are bad, his stepmother is bad, his father, not so great either. The media is bad, the paparazzi bad, the British tabloid bad. Harry is the only hero, it seems, of this story. He is a Cinderella with an evil stepmother. He kills the Taliban, fights for his wife's reputation, does all the good things, but sometimes he is tricked into doing something wrong. You know, like wearing the Nazi costume. Now, you know why I say Harry has made a mockery of himself. He has become that person who just will not stop cribbing and crying. He is becoming that prince who is getting harder to believe. He left the UK because he said he wanted privacy, but now Harry just will not leave the cameras alone. He is there giving out interviews, doing docu-series, commissioning a book which they say reads like a television voiceover. and is so obviously written by someone else. Coming back to the question, why did Harry publish this book? The answer is money and money alone. You see, Harry's is a spicy story by royal standards. He's had a colorful youth. He married a woman of color. He stepped away from his royal duties, moved to another country, only to realize that adulting needs money. And now that he has moved out, he must also pay his bills. And so he decided to sell his story in every possible format. And guess what? It is working. Royal drama, after all, is binge-worthy. The book has sold over 1.4 million copies on day one. So the money is surely coming in. But at what cost? WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.